Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about concept of energy stored in electrostatic fields. When a unit positive charge is moved from infinity to a point in a field, the work is done by the external source and energy is expanded. When a unit positive charge is moved from infinity to a point in a field, the work is done by the external source and the energy is expanded. Consider an empty space, and this is the empty space. Consider an empty space as shown in the figure. In that empty space, consider the point P1, P2, P3 and so on Pn, and the point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn are located at the infinity. In the free space, there is no electric field intensity at all the points. So P1, P2, P3 and so on Pn are the points. The points are placed in the free space, empty space. In that space, there is no electric field intensity. And consider the point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn are placed at infinity. The point charge Q1 is moved from infinity to the point P1. In this case, there is no electric field intensity and there is no potential. The point charge Q1 is moved from infinity to the point P1. Here, there is no electric field intensity and there is no electric potential. And the point charge Q2 is moved from infinity to the point P. Here there is no electric field intensity. Here there is no electric field intensity due to Q1, and Q2 is required to move the work done against the charge Q1. Hence, the work is required to be done in this case. Charge Q2 is moved from infinity to the point P2, but now there is no electric field intensity due to the Q1, and Q2 is required to be moved against the field of Q1. Hence, some work is required to be done. So that work is. We know that the potential is defined as work done per unit charge, work done per unit charge, that is W by U. So from this equation, the work done W is equal potential into unit charge. So now here the charge Q2 is moved from infinity to point P2. There is no electric field intensity due to Q1, and Q2 is required to be moved against the field Q1. So some work is done. So that work is the work done to the position Q2 at point P2 is V21 into Q2. The work done to position Q2 at point P2 is V21 into Q2, where V21 is the potential at point P2 due to point P1. V21 is the potential at point P2 due to P1. So similarly, the charge Q3 is moved from infinity to the point P3. There is no electric field intensity due to the charge Q1 and charge Q2. And Q3 is required to be moved against the field due to the charge Q1 and charge Q2. Now here also some work is required to be done. So that work is the work done to charge Q3 at point P3. The work done to position Q3 at point P3 is equal V31 Q3 plus V32 Q3. The work done to position Q3 at point P3 is V31 Q3 plus V32 Q3. So similarly, the nth point charge Q suffix n is moved from infinity to the empty space P1. Here also there is no electric field intensity due to the charge Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn, and some work is required to be done. That is, work done to position Qn at point Pn is work done to position Q1 at point Pn is Vn1 Qn plus Vn2 Qn plus Vn3 Qn plus and so on. So therefore, the total work done in positioning all the charges is W suffix E. W suffix E is the total work done in positioning all the point charges. That is V21 Q2 plus V31 Q3 plus V32 Q3 plus and so on. Vn2 Qn plus Vn3 Qn plus and so on. So that is considered as equation 1, the total work done to positioning all the charges. That equation is considered as equation 1. So next consider if the point charges are located in reverse order. If the point charges are located in reverse order. So that reverse order means point charges are located in reverse order. So the meaning of the reverse order is, so now here in this case, and this is the empty space. In that empty space, consider different points that are P1, P2, P3 and so on Pn. So there is no work done in the empty space and the point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn are placed in at infinity. So the charges are moved from infinity to the empty space. We get the total work done. W is equal, equation 1 is the one expression, and continuation. Now the charges are placed in reverse order, and the charges are placed in reverse order mean, and this is the empty space, and this is empty space. So now here charges are placed in Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on Qn. So charges are placed in reverse order mean nth point charge is placed in initially, and this is nth point charge Q suffix n, and next point is Q suffix n minus 1 and so on Q2, Q1. Charges are placed in reverse order. In the empty space, this is Pn, point Pn, and P2, P1 and so on P2, P1. So similarly, calculate the work done. Initially, the charge Qn is moved from infinity to the point P. In that case, there is no electric field intensity and there is no electric potential. And after that, the charge Qn minus 1 is moved from infinity to the point P. So these are the places at infinity. These all the point charges are located at infinity. And the first case, there is no electric field intensity and there is no potential. And the second case, it is moved from Qn minus 1 is moved from infinity to point Pn minus 1. Here there is no electric field intensity. Some work is required to be done due to the charge Qn. And similarly and so on, the point Q2 is moved from infinity to point P2. Here there is no electric field intensity and some work is required to be done due to Qn minus 1, Qn and so on. So therefore, the equation is if the charges are placed in the reverse order, we get the total work done expression is the total work done expression is okay. If the charges are placed in the reverse order, the total work done W is equal V34 Q3 plus V23 Q2 plus V24 Q2 plus V13 Q1 plus V14 Q1 plus and so on. So this is considered as equation 2. Adding equation 1 and equation 2 we get, and in equation 1 and equation 2 the LHS term is total work done WE. So adding equation 1 and equation 2 the LHS term of the resultant expression is WE plus WE is 2WE. So that is equal, adding equations 1 and 2 we get 2W is equal. Okay. So in equation 1 and equation 2 on RHS side, adding all the terms, and after that take the common Q1 for all the terms. Within the bracket term is Q1 into V12 plus V13 plus V14 plus and so on V11N plus, and similarly and the remaining terms and the remaining all the terms, Qt is the common, take the common Q2, and the remaining within the bracket terms are V21 plus V23 plus and so on V2N plus, similarly take the common Q3, within the bracket term is V31 plus V32 plus V34 plus and so on V3N plus and so on. Similarly take the common factor Q4 and the remaining within the bracket term values, and also take the common Qn and remaining within the bracket term values. Therefore, that is equal. Each sum of the potential is the total resultant potential due to all the charges except for the charge at the point at which the potential is determined. The sum of the potential is the total resultant potential. So what is the sum of the potential? V12 plus V13 plus and so on V1N is the sum of the potential. So that is V1. V1 is the sum of the potential of that expression. Similarly, V2 is equal V21 plus V23 plus and so on V2N is the sum of the potential. That is represented by V suffix 2. So similarly, V3 and V4 and so on Vn. So therefore, this is the P1 is equal, this is the expression, this is the potential at point P1 where the charge Q1 is placed due to all other charges Q2, Q3, Q4 and so on Qn. And similarly, V2 is equal V21 plus V23 plus V24 plus and so on V2n. V3 is equal V31, V32 plus V34 plus and so on V3n. Similarly and so on, nth potential Vn is equal, and applying all this total resultant potential into the above expression, we get 2W suffix E is equal 2W suffix E is equal 2W is equal Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus and so on Qn V1. The RHS term of the above expansion may also be written in terms of the summation sigma n is equal to 1 to n Qm into Vm. So this is the work done energy stored in electrostatic field. So that is equal 2 is coming to the RHS side, we get the total work done or the potential energy W is equal 1 by 2 into sigma m is equal to 1 to n Qm into Vm. So this is the potential energy or the total work done stored in the system of the n point charges. So similarly for the line integrals and line charge density is rho L coulombs per meter. For line charge, the total work done or the potential energy W suffix E is equal 1 by 2 line integral of rho L dl into V. So according to the concept of the charge distribution, so the total charge of the line charge distribution is Q is equal to line integral of rho L into dl, and substitute that Q value into above expression. For the line charge case, the energy stored or the potential energy W is equal 1 by 2 into line integral of rho L into dl. For the surface charge distribution, the total energy stored is W is equal 1 by 2 into surface integral of rho S ds into V. And for volume charge distribution, total energy stored is W is equal 1 by 2 volume integral of rho V dV into V. So these are the expressions for the energy stored in different types of the charge distributions. In previous classes already discussed types of the charge distributions. What are the types of the charge distribution? Line charge distribution, surface charge distribution, and volume charge distribution. So what type of the charge is associated to the line charge distribution? The total charge Q is equal to line integral of rho L into dl. And the total charge due to the surface charge distribution Q is equal surface integral of rho S into ds. And total charge due to the volume charge distribution Q is equal volume integral of rho V into dV. So these concepts already discussed in previous classes. So similarly here calculate the energy stored or the potential energy in electrostatic field for the line charge W is equal, this is the equation. This is the equation. And for surface charge distribution, the energy stored expression is this is the equation. And for volume charge distribution, the energy stored W is equal, this is the equation.